welcome back to my channel. Sorry it's been a hot minute. As I explained in my last video, just depression sucks, and with everything going on with COVID-19, it has been lingering like a motherfucker. So I was just gonna talk to you guys today about how COVID-19 has affected me, because it's been rough, but it's also a bit, how do I explain this? There are parts of COVID that have been rough, but then there are also parts that have been really great. And obviously we'll get into all of that. One of the first ways that COVID has affected me, and probably for me at least, like the most heartbreaking, I'm actually an aunt. For those of you who don't know, I have a wonderful little nephew. His name is Tristan and he's 3. And my sister-in-law actually just had another kid. Her name is Luna. She is so amazing and just so perfect. Obviously, I know everybody says that, but like, I'm telling the truth and you guys aren't. So anyways, she was born a month ago, actually from a month ago yesterday, and it broke my heart because when my nephew Tristan was born 3 years ago, I was there the day of, like, his birthday. I was there, I held him, I got to see him and just love on him and be with him. And that's actually one of my favorite memories that I have, is just seeing him that small, being one of the first to see him, and I just love that. And of course, since Luna was born about a month ago, with everything going on in the world, I was unable to hold her and see her when she was first born. And of course, I know that it's for the better, you know. I don't want to put my family or Tristan or Luna in any type of danger. I don't want them to get sick or infected. So I know that the best thing was not being able to meet her, but it's still sad. I'm still allowed to be sad about it. I have gotten to meet her, thank goodness. We had to like wear a mask and everything, which I'm totally fine with, but thank goodness I did get to meet my sweet little niece Luna. Like I said, she's perfect and she's amazing. But yeah, not being able to meet her day of, I know that might sound kind of, you know, first world problems, but I was really looking forward for 8 or 9 months to meet my first niece, and then come, you know, when she's actually born, I don't get to meet her the day of. So I know first world problems, but also if you were to ever see her, like, she's perfection, and why wouldn't you want to meet her, you know? So small tasks have turned into such large tasks, and it is so frustrating to me. And what I mean by that, let me just give an example for you real quick. I love Animal Crossing, and for those of you who don't know, I play Animal Crossing basically every day. It's an obsession. Leave me alone. Anyways, so I went and I had actually bought the game. I'm gonna make a long story short. I bought the game, actually ended up not needing the game anymore. They took too long to deliver it, whatever, ended up buying it again. So when I went to go return it, it took me 3 days to talk to somebody just to try to return the game, and then come to find out, long story short, like I couldn't return it, so then I had to try to go through Chase to figure out, Chase my bank. I had to dispute that charge, but disputing it, usually with my bank, if I try to dispute a charge, it takes me like 20-30 minutes. Like, I just have to call them, tell them the charge, explain what happened, and then they usually take care of it. But with everything going on, all of the lines and stuff, as you guys probably know, are crazy. So the process of trying to get the refund for that took a total of 7 days, like a whole week, just to get the refund started. Like, we did eventually get the money back, and I'm not really that worried about it, but once again, just like small tasks turn into such a big inconvenience, and it's been a pain. And of course, as I said at the beginning of this video, my anxiety has been going crazy, and I have been actively trying to stay on top of my anxiety and like, you know, in front of my depression. I do go on a walk almost every single day. Getting out in the sun really helps. Me and my husband actually just bought a 2-seater kayak, so we've been going out on the lake. I'm just trying to do anything and everything that I can to get my mind off of everything that's going on in the world, because if I were to sit down and think about it, it's kind of scary, and it makes me question a lot of things. I'm not gonna get too much into it. I am a very religious person. I do believe in God, and I know that He will protect me and my family through all of this. but it's still a scary situation no matter where you are. What your religious views are, it's still a scary time. But it's okay to remind yourself that you're allowed to be happy and try having a good time. Also, so I work from home. I have actually worked from home for about 2 years now. So before all of this started, I was already a remote worker. But after all this started, of course, when everybody went to like being homeschooled and working remotely and stuff, my internet has slowed down immensely. And it is so frustrating. For those of you who work from home and have known this, like, the amount of people now that are working from home, it affects the internet routers and all of that. So it does make it harder on everybody else. It makes the internet slower, which kind of stinks. So for me, I like working because once again, it's one of those things that kind of keeps my mind off of everything. But it's hard to keep working and keep busy when your computer is slow and you have to keep waiting and waiting and waiting, and then you remember why the computer is being so slow, and it's just another added reminder of what's going on. And I hate it so much. Also, working from home, like, I do work remotely and I'm so blessed for my job. I absolutely love my job. But with saying that, my job and where I work is a small company. So there, with everything going on, it also worries me about my job. As of right now, both my husband and I are still working, and the company that I work for, to my knowledge, and as they said, are thriving. So I'm not too worried about losing my job as of right now, but it is still a scary possibility. Yeah, so with everything going on right now, it is a scary thought, possibly losing my job, or even my husband. I mean, he is an essential worker, so it's not like I see him losing his job anytime soon, but if he were to get sick or something, you know, it's scary trying to figure out what's gonna happen if one of us loses our job or both of us loses our job. That's also spiked my anxiety like crazy. But I will say that one of the best things that has come out of this COVID-19 was I have been quarantined with my best friend in the entire world, my husband. He is such a great guy, and honestly, life with him is so much fun. Like, every day we're laughing our heads off, making fun of each other, you know, like, that's our relationship. So being in this time where like we just get to spend a lot of quality time together has actually really helped our relationship a lot. It's made me feel a lot closer to him, being able to spend so much one-on-one time with him. It's been really nice. Like I said, he's my absolute best friend, so I always want to do everything with him. I hope he feels the same way. I think he feels the same way, because if he didn't feel the same way, then he probably wouldn't do anything with me. You know what I mean? But if I were to give you any piece of relationship advice, it is get yourself a partner who's your best friend that you have fun with. Like, anything and everything that we do together is fun, whether it be grocery shopping, walking the dogs, or watching TV. Like, it's always fun to be around him because we're silly and goofy together, and he doesn't judge me for some of the stuff I say and do, and I don't judge him for some of the stuff he says and does. So we just kind of chill. We don't do too much, which is really, really nice, because I can't imagine that there's some people out there that are quarantined with people that if they had a choice, they would not want to be quarantined with them. And I know that there are a lot of things that go on in homes that we don't always see. And I know that this can be a really scary time for some people. So I hope that anybody and everybody who's watching is, you know, is staying safe and trying to overcome any of your emotions and your feelings when it comes to depression and anxiety. But it's really nice to always have him around, and him knowing about my anxiety and my depression, it also helps that whenever I do feel like I'm getting a little stir crazy in the house and I feel like we need to get out and do something, whether it be a walk, or I love to play tennis, or now we'll go kayaking, like, I have somebody who's willing to do all of that with me. Not just willing, but like wants to, and offers it, and that's just, it's such a nice thing. Like, I can tell you right now, my husband is not the biggest fan of tennis, but I love to play tennis. He'll bring it up all the time and say, you know, like, hey, let's go play tennis, or I know that for the past like 3 weeks, if you watched my last video, I was at 190 pounds. 3 weeks later, I am still at 190 pounds, which if you were on a weight loss journey, you can understand how frustrating that is. First world problems though. But when I start to get frustrated about stuff like that, he'll pick up an offer to go play tennis with me, even though he really doesn't like it that much. And it's just, sweet stuff like that. He's a great guy. Get yourself a great guy. Get yourself a great guy. And one of the last things that has affected me by COVID, which I didn't really think this was gonna happen, and I think everybody else in the world has had the opposite effect, but because of everything going on, I'm one of those people that loves to be out in the world, especially since I work remotely, and since I work from home. Anytime that I'm not working, I like to be out of the house. And usually one of my favorite places to go is out to restaurants. Come on, I was 350 pounds. My favorite place is to go to restaurants. Even after my surgery, I love the atmosphere of restaurants, because for me, it's just a time to sit and talk with your loved ones, your friends, your families, and enjoy a really nice meal. So I personally love going out and eating. But with everything going on, that's not really an option. So I've been like, I guess like trying to like, what's the word I'm looking for? Appease that craving, or like I'm trying to, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I've been eating out so much more than I usually do. And that probably goes to the whole, I haven't lost any weight in 3 weeks because I need to stop eating out so much. But my brain like tries to like, I don't know, make me feel like I'm in a restaurant even though I'm not in a restaurant. So that is one thing that I gotta stop. I really gotta stop, because I was just talking to a friend of mine the other day, and she was saying how she's been making like feasts for her families because of this quarantine, how she has so much time, and I'm like, food addict. Nice to meet you. So I really need to get on top of like staying on top of my weight loss goals and like trying to keep up with it, but it's been really hard because of course when I order out from restaurants, I'm not gonna order like the healthiest thing on the menu. I want something that tastes good, you know, whatever. Anyways, sorry to just talk your ear off again. Apparently that's all these videos are, just me talking your ears off, so hope you enjoyed. Can you see it? It's my little, wait. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any of the same stuff going on, or if you guys deal with anxiety and depression, or if you can relate to any of these things, please let me know so that I don't feel alone and weird that I just posted all of my thoughts online. I mean, I guess I always do, but like, it makes me feel better when you guys tell me like I'm not alone. So let me know. Alright, well thanks so much again for watching, and if you enjoyed, please subscribe. I'm trying, like I said, to stay out of my depression, so I'm going to try to post more, but I'm not going to make any promises, because as you can tell, I don't keep my promises. So I hope you guys are all staying safe, stay inside, love yourself, and I hope you guys have a great week.